Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. The TTK here in Black Ops 6, it's pretty fast, right? There are a lot of scenarios where it feels like you instantly die. There aren't as many scenarios, though, where it maybe feels like you were absolutely frying the enemy, right? Except for in one specific situation, because there is a weapon and there is a setup right now in Black Ops 6 that is 110% broken. It is overpowered, by far the fastest TTK weapon in the game, and you definitely want to be leveling this up and using it before it potentially gets a hard nerf. I mean, this thing is absolutely nuts. I see for yourself. Oh my, that just doesn't seem fair. Oh yeah, I just shouldn't win that one. You can't even heady against this thing. Like what? Pretty sure that guy had a sub. Just got cooked. Huh? The fact that I got one of those. I don't even think I tried to kill that second guy. It might have been a different guy entirely. Oh my word. Oh, 50. So what you were looking at there is in fact the AEK 973 marksman rifle cranked up to have the fastest possible TTK it can. And it absolutely beats everything else in Black Ops 6 right now. Like, it is leaps and bounds better. It is so crazy strong right now. I want to break down some stats here on True Game Data, show just how powerful it is. Then of course we'll also go through and break down the best setup for it as well. As we are going through everything, by the way, if you enjoy this video, you find it helpful at all, a like is always seriously appreciated. Helps grow the channel and share the video around to new viewers. And if you happen to be one of those new viewers, just over 50% of you guys watching the Black Ops 6 videos are not subscribed yet. So if you want to guarantee that on a daily basis you are always in the know for news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns like this, feel free to hit that subscribe button and join us on the road to 1 million. Would love to see if we could hit that goal before the end of 2024. But as far as some of the stats here go, the first thing I want to look at is one AEK 973 build without rapid fire and one AEK 973 build with rapid fire. So we've got our two lines here, and you can see the base red line is the normal AEK 973, a decent marksman, pretty easy to use. The orange line is it with rapid fire. And it is absolutely crazy. It is a better TTK literally at every single range. We also have some of the other fastest TTK options that I want to look at as well. The base AK-74, really good option, but it's also not close to the rapid fire AEK-973. The AS Val, the fastest TTK rifle basically, right? Or at least fastest TTK full auto one. Not even close. The Goblin MK2 is technically the fastest TTK assault rifle if you max out its fire rate, which isn't super realistic, but it's still very good. Yeah, it is not even close to the rapid fire AEK 973. But you know, if these things can't achieve it, maybe some of the close range beasts, some of the SMGs that have crazy quick TTKs, perhaps those can be competitive here, right? Maybe the compact. Well, I mean, it's closer in the first 10 meters, but that's about it. Not particularly, you know, competitive elsewhere. The KSV, another great choice. Well, that's not close either. But hey, maybe we can try and see if something else can truly beat the AEK 973. Let's go up to our weapons here and let's even put on rapid fire on the compact, since that's the closest option that we can get there in terms of TTK. And we'll do the same on the KSV as well. We'll throw on rapid fire on those, go back to our full weapons selection. And well, I mean, they're close. They're super close to tying the AEK. At 9 meters, it's got a 197 millisecond TTK. The compact's gonna have a 204, but then it drops off. But yeah, nothing, even with rapid fire on it right now, is contending with the AEK 973 anywhere. Doesn't matter if you're 2 feet away from an enemy or if you're across the map from an enemy. This thing is absolutely just so broken, so overpowered. So let's jump in game and we'll break down some setups for it, because yes, there is more than one that can make this thing ridiculously good. So the gameplay that you saw at the very start was with this first initial loadout here, which is just your basic 5 attachment build that I think is incredibly reliable in and of itself. It's got a little bit of recoil, but it's definitely not something that you can't just master by using this gun a ton. As far as the optic goes here, this is largely preference for me. Like if you like a certain red dot or like a hollow or something, go for it. I really like the Jason Armory 2x. This is a scope that I think I'm going to be using a ton of in Warzone. Like it's definitely something that I think is solid here, and it works really well on a marksman for me. So that's what I went with personally, but if there's a different optic you like more, feel free to use that instead. I also went for the compensator here just for the better vertical control. This is a burst weapon, so its control and its recoil goes largely vertical there. So any help we can get with that obviously is super solid. Because it is also a burst weapon, I like the aiming idle sway benefits that the precision foregrip offers. This does help out some with horizontal control, which is all right. It's not going to have the largest impact as opposed to vertical, but it's still going to make the pattern a little bit tighter and the weapon easier to use. You could also go all in on the lightweight foregrip if you wanted to, just straight up for aiming idle sway, or we could even switch out a a under barrel for an extended mag or something, a barrel for better range if you wanted to, if you don't need the control all that much. I also went for the balanced stock, helping out with strafe, base movement speed, then ADS strafe as well. So the weapon in general is just more aggressive, which is obviously solid. And then the most important part of this setup, obviously, we are using rapid fire on here as well. And this makes the TTK go crazy. Yes, if I go through into the advanced stats here and you look at the stats that it does change here, if we put on rapid fire, it's going to hurt the control a little bit. It's going to hurt that velocity down to a 774. That's still plenty viable for all engagements you're going to be getting into here in multiplayer. And obviously, as we saw, the TTK increases are well worth it when you go through and put on rapid fire. But what if you wanted to go the extra step and make this thing even more overpowered by adding Gunfighter to your loadout and essentially getting every single meta attachment you could use? So if we were to go over and switch to Gunfighter, well, now I got another 3 additional slots. So for our barrel here, why not up the range even more and make it even crazier with its damage drop-offs? You don't really need better velocity, in my opinion. Like, you're gonna be just fine with 774. If you really wanted to, yeah, sure, you could throw in the reinforced and you'll get some velo in some range, but if you want the max range, long barrel is going to be the go-to here. Obviously, you can see it's 41 effectively with the long barrel and only 37 with reinforced. So that's just a value of weighing those pros and cons. Do you really need that velo or not? Either or, the gun is going to be better than it was before. We can also go ahead and throw in an extended mag here. I think 45 is going to be totally sufficient, so extended mag 1 would be my go-to with that. Lasers, not really super useful here, so then we can just get a free rear grip, and quite frankly, you could go for the ergonomic. I think this would be the best bet here for the faster ADS, plus you get a better slide to fire and dive to fire speed at the same time. And now you have a weapon that's even more broken with 8 attachments on it. So this is a gun that truly nothing can contend with right now, outside of maybe having a shotgun in the close range and you getting a one-shot kill, or a sniper over the long range and you can get a quick pick off before the enemies take you out. Because if you run into the AEK 973, you're gonna be looking at a kill cam, and if you're using the AEK 973, you're gonna be having a good time. Definitely max this weapon out, level it up so you can get the best possible attachments and setups here before they potentially go through and nerf it for sure. But that being said, that's gonna wrap things up for this video. If you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful, a like would be seriously appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button on your way out so you can always guarantee you're up to date with everything going on in Call of Duty. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.